Alhaji Muhammadu Nafi Rabiu, my brother, Alhaji Rabiu, Rabiu, Chairman IRS Group, business associates, captains of industry, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my sincere pleasure to welcome you today to the commissioning of our newest cement plant, the 1.5 million metric tons per annum BUA cement factory here in KALAMBAINA, Sokoto State. But before I continue, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to you, sir, the Vice President, for your continued support. First, for your compassion for agreeing to schedule this commissioning from its earlier date in May. If you remember, sir, the cement plant started production towards the end of March this year, and it was to be commissioned in May. Unfortunately, a few days before the commissioning, whilst I was in London, I called you and explained to you the situation regarding Khalifa, our late father. You understood and you graciously accepted to reschedule. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Thank you, sir, for your kind words and your support during those trying times. And thank you for coming to commiserate with the family in Kano. Precisely about 10 months ago, Your Excellency, in 2017, you commissioned our 3 million tons greenfield plant in Okbela, Edo State, and also performed the groundbreaking for the second line, which is set to be completed by the end of the year. During the commissioning, sir, I remember mentioning it to you that we were due to complete this plant in the first quarter of 2018, and we gave you assurance that you'll be here to commission this plant. And here we are today. Your strong commitment to supporting industry is highly commendable, Your Excellency. The plant which is to be commissioned today is very unique from various viewpoints, be it its location, its economic value and social impact, huge limestone deposits, and human capital potential, amongst many others. These were some of the things we took into consideration when we decided to site the project here. Construction of the plant started about 3 years ago when we engaged the company Sinoma from China, and that was at the height of the foreign exchange crisis. Despite what was termed by some to be harsh economic conditions at the time, immediately after signing the contract, we pushed on with steely resolve and a firm belief in the value of the project. I must say, however, that this project would not have been possible without the effort by the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to put deliberate policies in place to support key industries in the real sector, from agriculture to mining. Through these policies, the CBN provided enough foreign exchange for heavy machinery to come in, and this helped in completing this project on schedule. I therefore want to commend the administration for the policy, because without that, maybe it may not have been possible to commission the plant. Mr. Vice President, sir, let me add that what we have done here is a pointer to the fact that Nigeria is ready for business with the right policies and right enabling environment. The plant, which is equipped with some of the best cement manufacturing technology, is a statement in innovation. By the time we take a tour of the facility, you will see what I mean in vivid detail. For instance, as part of our innovative approach to power supply, we have built a 32 megawatts multi-fuel captive power plant and a coal mill. To put this in perspective, this new power plant will be generating more power than is currently generated by the entire Sokoto State. To illustrate our innovative approach further, This plant can run on either coal, heavy oils, or a mixture of both, thereby putting less pressure on our operations whilst improving energy efficiency. But by using coal to power our kiln, we will be saving over 60% in terms of energy costs. But by using oil, we would require about 15 million liters of oil every month. That is about 500 tons a day, or about 17 trucks of fuel oil or diesel daily. That would have been a very expensive venture and logistical nightmare. But I can confidently say that our approach is easier, cheaper, cleaner, and more efficient. Not stopping at that, Your Excellencies, the new BUA cement plant will boost and deepen local production with a focus on human capital, social and economic development. At least 2,000 direct and 10,000 indirect jobs are required to get this plant running when fully operational. Therefore, we cannot underestimate the attendant social impact of this investment. And in addition to this, and as the only cement plant in the entire northwest region of Nigeria, this plant holds significant promise for the local markets and has huge potential for export. The Niger Republic is just about 100 kilometers away from here, and the Republic of Benin just about 200 kilometers. We are therefore in a prime position to actually deliver the entire demand here within the Northwest, which is our catchment area, and also export, even though at BUA we have made it a policy to cater first to our home markets before we export. But in the event that we choose to export, the potential foreign exchange this could generate for the country is huge. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, permit me to use this opportunity to inform you that the second line of our $1 billion Obu cement complex in Okpela, Edo State, which you commissioned in August last year, will be completed by the end of the year, God willing. BUA cement investment in Edo State remains the single largest private-led investment in the entire South-South region, outside the oil and gas-related industry. By the time that plant is completed and commissioned towards the end of this year, God willing, together with what we have here in KALAMBAINA, Sokoto, BUA cement's total production volumes will be in excess of 8 million tons per annum, and that would give us over 30% of the entire volumes produced in Nigeria. On this note, I would like to thank Your Excellency, our host governor, the governor of Sokoto State, Matawali of Sokoto, for being a good host, and the good people of Sokoto State for their total support in everything we have been doing here, because without them, our successes would not have been possible. Thank you, Your Excellency. I want to also use the opportunity to thank our partners, business associates, colleagues, family, friends, some of whom, in fact, we couldn't get their invitations on time, but upon hearing about the commissioning turned up here. We are really humbled, and may the Almighty honor you as you have done us today. Finally, my speech will be incomplete if I do not acknowledge our host community, KALAMBAINA, where we have chosen to site this plant. It has always been an atmosphere of peace, collaboration, and forward-thinking partnership between us, the KALAMBAINA people, and the people of Sokoto State. And it is my prayer that this mutually beneficial relationship will remain for a very long time. I thank you all for coming. Thank you. Let's put our hands together once more for the chairman, BUA Group.
And as the executive chairman, CEO of BUA Group, Abdul Samad Rabiu, this investment in Sokoto State, as you heard him say earlier, will create 2,000 direct jobs and 10,000 indirect jobs. Of course, He says that the capacity power plant is going to generate more electricity than the whole of Sokoto State, and of course it's going to be running on either coal or oils or a mixture of both. Running us through the process there, the company BUA Group, established in 1988 by Abdul Samad Rabiu, one of the largest contributors to Nigeria's gross domestic product.